You know, the way our police department determines whether or not a case goes to restorative justice, at some level it's up to the officer. They've been trained, and actually they've been trained by those folks who, from the Longmont Community Justice Partnership, in terms of what kinds of circumstances, what kinds of crimes we would want to refer to the restorative justice process. Now, I will say initially we started off with a pilot program with the criteria were people under the age of 18, kids, people who had only committed misdemeanors, the less serious crimes, and people who had never been a part of the criminal justice system or arrested prior. So, but after the pilot, we began to refer folks who were adults as well, and we began to refer people who had committed felonies, and we began to refer people who had already been in the criminal justice system.
Your resistance to RJ is a fairly common reality that every system, judicial system, district attorney's office, and police department has to come to terms with. We've been fortunate in Boulder County that LCJP has really been a trailblazer. They took one of the largest police departments, the Longmont Police Department, and showed through the Longmont Police Department that restorative justice can work and it can be effective. And one of the most attractive things about restorative justice is that it saves money. You're not incarcerating people, you're moving cases through more quickly, and I can tell you, having talked to other district attorneys who are maybe less philosophically interested in restorative justice than I am, that when you start talking about the impact on your budget and on the number of FTEs you need to process cases and how many days of jail time, which is one of the most expensive things we deal with, people begin to get quite excited about that. And there's always a certain amount of kind of healthy cynicism about changing a system and thinking, are we somehow ignoring what really happened here with criminal behavior? But when people begin to see how it works and also understand restorative justice is not letting anybody off the hook. You're not saying, well, what you did is not a big deal. What you're saying is, it is a big deal, and you need to come to terms with what a big deal it was in a meaningful way, the same way that the victim has had to do. And when people begin to understand that, they actually see that restorative justice is very effective at both holding people accountable, effectively healing the harm that's been done, and saving money to the system across the board.